Welcome back to another Total Battle video. It is Shadow City, Shadow Invasion. In this tournament, you will gain valuable Conquest points, otherwise known as CP, which can be used to level up and increase the strength of your military and the strength of your city through the academy. You can level up your specialist talent points, unlock various levels of specialist troops, and through boosts to update and increase and improve the strength of your army, your fortification, bonuses for your scouts, and various units, as well as improve your monsters, unlock higher monster levels. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit this video with a like. Make sure you can come back and see more Total Battle videos. We are going to do this two ways. We are going to go in for the small players, level 1 troops, to show you your results for attacking correctly by leveling your squads the best that you can. And then we'll put a timestamp in. You can advance if you're more advanced in the game and have level 2, 3, 4, 5 guardsmen and monsters unlocked. You can see how to attack strategically. I'll also put another link in the description to other videos where we focus just around the strategy of level stacking your troops and how to do that. When you go into attack first, for our new players, our small players in this game, there are 4 levels of monsters in the Shadow City Shadow Invasion squad. Now you can click on them. The first, the Shadow Warriors, has strength plus 50 against your mounted units. The next squad has plus 50 against flying units. Strength against ranged units for the Shadow Riders, and strength against your melee units. So, what does that mean? Well, first, let's take a look at, there's 4 levels of troops. There's 4 layers of monsters, which means there's 50-50 on your first attack. Your highest might, your highest authority troops will be the first ones that are up for 50-50. So you can see it's based off of your health points. The more mercenaries or guardsmen that you send in, it will build up. This is per one. 6,090 are the health points for this mercenary. If you compare that to your level 1 troops, you have 150 is the health points for your spearmen. So doing the quick math, you would need to send in 40 spearmen to equal the strength of 1 mercenary. Okay, now this is the standard mercenary that you can unlock in the Triumphal Challenge. So in order to protect our mercenaries so that we can guarantee they at least hit 1 time, you want them to hit 2, 3, 4. If you're starting out and you're a small player in the game, the odds of that happening are very low. But in order to protect our mercenaries, we're going to want to send in our level 1 troops. You saw that for the spearmen, at least 41-1 is the ratio you're going to want to use because you want higher health points. You would rather these level 1 troops, your archers, your spearmen, your riders, and if you have your specialist swordsmen unlocked, you want them to take those first 4 blows so that you can get your mercenary in so that he can have at least 1 attack. So to set this up, so the first thing we want to do is back out of this. We want to turn on all of our bonuses, okay? If you do not know how to do that, follow along. It might look different on your browser. Click on the Items tab. You'll have options, speed ups, resources, go to bonuses, turn on your VIP bonus if you have it. And you can turn these on multiple times. You can keep clicking the 1 hour, and it'll keep adding, and that'll be how active or how long your VIP will be active for. Go down, turn on your experience bonus. Scroll down. You don't need to worry about Valor because you're collecting Conquest points in Shadow Invasion. Turn on your Conquest bonus. I just turned on the 6 hour one. Turn on your Army Strength. And lastly, turn on your Army Health bonus. Now, if you don't have any of these saved up yet because you're a small player in the game or you're not part of a clan yet and haven't acquired it, that's okay. You can still go in and attack. You're just not going to get these little bonuses. The bonus percentage, 25% to your army. Conquest points, you get 100% for the amount of time it's turned on. Same thing with your experience. The experience bonuses will apply to the hero and or captains that you send in. I'm just going to go with what I have right now. You can, in order to optimize your attack, you can go into your captain's screen. You can select a new captain based specifically off of their bonuses. Here you have Dustain. Right now, the level I have him at, he's going to get, because of my 2nd star bonus, plus 2.5% on conquest point bonuses, and then 33% based off of the level that he is at the moment. You turn on your armor. I'm not going to get the armor bonuses unless you turn those on, and I don't even have the right equipment crafted for him at the moment, so it doesn't really matter at all. Let's just give him that stuff back. So now, what we're going to do, and you can check out the video on how to properly level stack the troops. I'm just going to send these guys in. I'm going to put in half of my current archers. We're going to send in half of the spearmen. Now the riders, I have a 2-to-1 ratio, so I'm going to send in half of that 3,100. I'm just going to go a little bit less so that the riders are lower. So now you see that's only 3 stacks of troops. So we're going to have a 50-50 split. And as I said, if you are early in the game and you only have level 1 guardsmen, then you're in a spot where you're kind of screwed here, because if you have mercenaries unlocked, you're going to lose in the first 4 exchanges. You're going to end up being completely out of luck. So what we have here, if we just want to look at this really quick, our rider, 300 health points per rider. We're sending in 1,500. So that's going to give you 450,000 health points. If you look, we already checked out. It was 150 for the spearmen. It's the same for the archers. So you multiply that 150 times, you have 465,000. So our archers and our spearmen will be the first 2. Again, it's 50-50 on whether we'll attack first or the monsters will attack first. Then our riders will be our 3rd line of defense, so long as we end up with our mercenaries last. Now, this works out better, as you'll see later in the video, when we go for the more experienced players and we're sending multiple stacks and sending in all of our monsters and whatnot. So we have 6,090. So we can send about 73 of our mercenaries. We're going to send in 70 of them. Again, this is to avoid our mercenaries being part of the 50-50 toss-up on who attacks first. So we want to make sure that our mercenaries get an attack because they are far superior to our level 1 troops. So we're going to send in our troops, our heroes, our captains, here they go to Shadow City. So there's our attack. Now let's go in and see how our troops did. You're going to get defeated, and this is where it's a struggle for small players in the game because you wrestle with, do you revive your troops? You have to revive your heroes and captains, but you do not want to spend your valuable resources like gold to revive these troops. Me personally, I revive the mercenaries and I will kill off the rest of these troops. It is better to save up your silver and spend it to train more troops than to spend your limited amount of gold. So here, if you take a look, we took on and we killed each of the monster squads, 54, 33, 16, and 3. Show the details of the attack. We won the 50-50 battle, and our archers attacked first, killing 3 of the monsters. Then our archers were killed. If this would have been opposite and we lost the 50-50, our archers would have been killed right off the get-go. Then the next attack would have been our spearmen, so we'd have missed out. So had we put our mercenaries as our strongest layer of troops and they were attacked first, then we lose out on this. The mercenaries, 54. This by far the largest. You see the riders took out 33, 16, and 3. And there we go. After 4 strikes each, we've run out of troops. We don't have any more layers. Now, if you stick around next and we'll watch what to do for the larger players in the game, you get to level 2, 3, 4. You stack your troops the same way. I have a calculator on a different video. Again, the link will be in the description. You'll get a link on how to stack your troops and calculate out, but you always want to have your level 1s attacking first so they can die out, because after the first 4 exchanges, you're going to see it's going to be your troops, each stack that you put in is going to strike all the way through before you are hit again by the monsters. So you're going to put a run together, and we'll see here 208,000 conquest points. You get some meat for your dragon, which if you don't have the dragon unlocked yet, that does save up for when you finally do unlock your dragon. And then the 6.5 million experience points. So now we're going to go in and attack, where we're going to have several layers. After we revive, as I mentioned, we're going to revive our hero and our captains and our mercenary. And then I am going to go in and just kill off the level 1 troops. Now, a more advanced attack. Let's get rid of these mercenaries. We're going to be limited to our number of mercenaries. We're going to send in the same level. So just doing the math again real quick. We have 3,100 troops that are going in this layer of spearmen times their 150 health points. So we have 465,000 is our health point level. We want to keep everything else below that. So if you go into your next, you have 270 versus the spearman level 1 is 150. So you want to keep right around half of the troops in. So if we go 1,500 here, let's put in 1,500 to our archers. Let's see, level 2 riders. They're way up at 540. So I'm going to do some quick math here. We'll just send about 500 of these guys. Again, we want to ensure that all these higher levels of troops are part of that string that we're going to put together for 80. So what is about a quarter? So we could probably get away with about 600 or so here. 600. Another 600. Now we're getting up to our level 4s, 870. Do about an eighth of that. I'm just going to send about 250 of these. 250 times our 470. It's only about 117,000. I'm not going to send any monsters in this attack just because monsters are so expensive to revive. You can do the same thing for your monsters, though. If you have some that are expendable, the monsters have very high health, similar to that of your mercenaries. But my mercenaries are about to die off in about 4 hours, 5 hours. So I'm not too worried about these guys. Let's send in 70 like we did last time. And then we are going to start our march and take a look at the results. There we have the attack. Now we'll go back to our journal and take a look. 981,000 conquest points, over 30 million experience. Way more monsters killed. Of course, more dead troops. Check out our details. So now we had our level 1s. We got lucky and struck first again. So there's our second trade, our third trade, and then we did work it out right. So our level 2 swordsman came in again for an attack. Now we go on the run. There go our mercenaries, and here's our long run of attack. All of our troop levels struck before the monsters attack again, and then we got a second kill from our mercenaries. So we got 2 hits from our mercenaries. And then it's very random after this. We're going to get another string of about 5 levels of attacks before we're struck again by the monsters. Then another little bit of a run, and we end up with a 41 hit exchange with the monster squad. So much better than 8. So there you have it. If you're a small player in the game, once you get to level 2 guardsmen, you can put enough layers together where after you lose your 4 levels of troops, your level 1s, throw in a level 1 swordsman, which I didn't have for this attack. Send them in, and then your level 2s, along with any mercenaries that you have, will start attacking, and you'll get that string of hits together. Obviously, the larger you get in the game, you're talking about getting to level 5, 6 guardsmen, higher level of monsters. We could have added monsters in here as well. I think I had like 8 or 10 different monster squads trained, so add that. It's another 10 layers of attack. You're talking double this experience and conquest points. But that's it. If you like this video, please make sure to hit it with a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out some of the other videos which YouTube is going to suggest for you right here. I'm Joe. We'll see you next time.